Hi, welcome to this quick how-to help video on changing recurring decimals to fractions. We've got three that we're going to look at. I'm going to explain the method in the first one, and the second two show how the end can be slightly different. It'd be really good if you just had a go at those and then watch the kind of walkthrough so that you're really having a practice at it as well. But let's get going on the actual method. So first thing that I would do is take my 0.42 and just show what that looks like. So it's a recurring decimal that repeats like this. Now, X is going to represent my fraction. I'm going to change my recurring decimal into a fraction. Fraction, I don't know yet. So I'm going to represent that fraction as an X. X will equal 0.4242 and on and on and on it goes. That's a fact. Now I'm going to manipulate this in order to create an equation to solve for X and hence find the fraction. So what I do, and this step can change depending on the question. Other than that, the rest of the steps hold regardless. What I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be looking at how it's recurring. So if I look at this 4, it takes 2 places, so 2 place values before it repeats again, and then 2. So that that movement of 2 is telling me to manipulate what I have by timesing it through by 100. So just before we keep going, I'm just going to make this section clear because this is the section that can change. If I had X equals 0.888 and that was what was recurring, it's only going to take me one place to go from 8 to 8 repeating itself. So here the manipulation would be times 10. If I had X equals 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, obviously 0 point, that 1 is taking 3 places before it repeats. So the manipulation would be times by 1,000. So that is the part of the method that can change depending on the type of recurring you're given. So we're going to be timesing by 100. It's really important that I maintain the balance. I want my X to continue to equal, or my left-hand side to continue to equal my right-hand side. So I'm going to times the X by 100, and I've now got 100 X's. And when I multiply the numerical side, everything shifts 2 places, and I get that. The next step is to take away an X. And that's true. No matter what I've multiplied by, I'm always just going to take away one X. And I know that X is equal to 0.4242 because I set it to equal it here. So this X still equals this value. And what this has actually done is it's lined up this on and on and on recurrence, so that that 2 can cancel with that 2. And that 4 can cancel with that 4. And that 2 can cancel with that 2. Okay, so when I take away, which is the step I'm going to do, that 2 take away 2 is gone. That 4 take away 4 is gone. That's why I'm putting those marks through. They are going to just vanish where I take them away. I've then got 2 take away 0 is 2, 4 left there. 100x take away an X is 99x. So that is what it looks like when I perform the takeaway. Okay, now if I want to know what X equals, I get it on its own. So on this side, it's times. So on this side, it's divide. So I've now got X, the fraction that I don't know, now appearing to me as 42 over 99. That does cancel to 14 over 33. And I think on a higher GCSE paper, the expectation would be that you do that cancelling. So do look for that. And that is it in a nutshell. Okay, so you set the recurring decimal to X, you manipulate it by how it recurs, you take an X away, and you get your fraction. All right, so we're going to see it again on our 0.37, and it's recurring at that 7. If you're feeling brave enough and you want to go for it, then I would just pause this video and have a go. Just see if you've got enough that's already gone in to help you do this. If you want another walkthrough, then you are just going to let it play, and I'm going to just go through this one a little bit without all the details, so you can see that it does flow really, really nicely. So I'm going to say the fraction I don't know is equal to 0.3777, and on it goes. I can see the recurring bit just is one place value, so the manipulation is times 10. So I've now got 10x equaling 3.777, and on it goes. I'm now going to take away an x. X, remember, is 0.377, and on it goes. 10x take x is 9x. These cancel out. 7 take 3, 4, got my decimal point. 3 take 0 is 3. And then if I want to know what x is, I get it on its own. So the times comes around and lands as a divide. Now, that's all correct. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just the final fraction isn't quite perfect because we wouldn't have a decimal as a numerator. So I'm just going to multiply by 10 in order to get that out of my fraction. Obviously, top and bottom to keep it equivalent. That's going to give me 34 over 90, which would cancel again. So we've got to watch for that. And that would be the final answer. That fraction is the recurring decimal 0.3777777. All right, I'm going to do one more. If you are brave or comfortable enough to give that one a go, then do hit the pause. So x is 0.8333. It's another times by 10. So I've got 10 x's and I've got 8 point, and on it goes. I'm going to take away an x. X is 0.8333, and on it goes. 10x take x is 9x. They cancel out. Obviously 3 take 8 I can't do, so I would need to just do my normal subtraction and take one from the one next door. That's going to give me 7.5. Divide through by 9, get rid of the decimal, and I've got my answer, which does cancel all the way down to that. Okay, so just take care with the subtraction. The one thing that I would say is if you don't get this lined up to do the cancelling, it just means that you've done this step here wrong. You must have multiplied by the wrong thing. This step here is what creates this opportunity of crossing out here. So if that bit's gone wrong, yeah, it's not going to work out. So that's what you go back and check. Okay, hopefully you have found this useful. I'm posting all the time. If I've ever got a request, I crack on and do that. So if you want to see the videos, then please subscribe. Or just check in when you are looking for a particular video.